Now, we briefly touched on this next story last night, but it was so enraging that I thought it deserved a longer conversation.
It's so incredible that I have to offer this amendment. It almost sounds like the domain of science fiction, that the federal government would put a kill switch in vehicles that would be the judge, the jury, and the executioner on such a fundamental right as the right to travel freely.
Now, this isn't about protecting people. It's about controlling your every move, at least when you're in a vehicle. And it's something that the left and the federal government want you to kind of get used to. House Democrats and 19 Republicans voted against Thomas Massie's amendment that would defund a federal kill switch mandate, which means that all cars manufactured starting in 2026 will now have a way for authorities to monitor your driving and then cut power to your car. Oh, what could go wrong with that? Joining me now, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie. Congressman, now, I think, when some of us were driving, we needed to because we were necessary, essential employees, but we were driving during COVID and they didn't know we were necessary employees, maybe they would have hit the kill switch on us. Who knows?
Yeah. You know, people said I'm a conspiracy theorist for saying this is in the legislation, but I actually had to read the Democrats, the bill that they passed 2 years ago. They passed this in 2021 as part of a 1,039-page bill to require that your car can monitor your driving performance. And if it thinks you're not driving well, it can disable your vehicle. Imagine you're a mom with kids in the car and you swerved for a deer and then you pulled over for an emergency vehicle to go by and you've only got one swerve left. I mean, how terrible, before it shuts you down and takes you to the side of the road. My question is, how do you appeal your conviction when you're sitting at the side of the road with a car that won't run, who knows where, stranded?
Here's your colleague from Michigan, of course, auto industry capital of the world, Representative Debbie Dingell. She reacted to your amendment.
We need to stop drunk driving by making impairment prevention technology standard in new vehicles. It does not mandate kill switches or allow data collection that invades vehicle occupants' privacy. I protect data privacy in vehicles probably more than the sponsor of this does. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't monitor how you drive.
Congressman, please respond to those mellifluous tones.
Well, she needs to read the bill that she voted for. That's the problem. It does. And after she said that, I did read her the bill. Here's the other thing. This isn't a breathalyzer. 31 states already have ignition interlock devices where if you've been convicted of a DUI, you have to blow through that in order to start your car. That's not what this is. Now, this bill also has the ability, it says that car manufacturers need to somehow passively monitor the air in the car to see if you've been drinking. The problem with that is, what if you're the designated driver and you're trying to get somebody home who's had too much to drink? There's so many ways this could go wrong. It's basically a backseat driver, a nanny. And to her point about privacy, I'm worried about that as well. How do you know if somebody's driving well on the road they're on unless you know which road they're on? So you need to know their location. Who has access to this information? Is there going to be a camera that's watching your face as you drive to make sure you're looking at the road? Who gets that data, and do they need a warrant?
Yeah, it's unclear to me where the data is stored. I mean, they're claiming it's not, but there was a surprising vote for your amendment. Maybe not that surprising if she's a real liberal. Yep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, so she's with you. Finally, we got some bipartisan agreement, even if the amendment failed.
I talked to her about it. She had civil liberties concerns, genuine civil liberties concerns. She knows this is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. But think about this. There's 19 Republicans who are to the authoritarian left of AOC now. So that's my question, is not why did I get a few Democrats to vote for it, but why were there Republicans who want to keep this mandate in cars?
For any of this regulation. We have enough. We're getting killed by regulations in this country. Congressman, thank you for alerting us to this. We really appreciate it.